I'm here to go over the collection policy and navigate through the Allied website once an account is actually in collections. In order to get to the Allied website, you're going to want to go to myalliedtrustee.com and go into the login. Your username will be set up as your email address for Collins. Your password is going to be your name with a capital letter at the beginning, 1 with an exclamation point. And that is something, again, I will set up for you. For any manager coming on board or assistant managers that need access to Allied, I can always add you later. Once you get into the Allied website, you're going to want to come over here to see your action items. Your invoices are going to be really important for you. And then if you ever want to search an account, you can always use your search bar up here. For example, let's look up account 40083. And here you have the account that was sent over. So that's one way to search for an account. Also, for most managers, you're only going to be able to see your associations. You will not be able to see everyone's like I can. That's why this number is here. Yours might not look that big. But on this page, this is where you're going to find most of your notes that have to do with that client. So obviously you can see here yesterday, the collectability profile was sent. Anytime Allied reaches out to the owner or there's any type of communication, it is always going to be on your comments section. You can also click on here for documents if you need something signed. If you have the notice of delinquent, your regular declaration of default that I sent to Allied is going to be right here, and you can always view anything that you're looking for. Next, if you go up to your action items, you can see here that Willow Glen, they have a invoice, or actually this is a nota that needs to be processed, that needs to be filled out. This is also where your invoices will sit down here at the bottom. It's really important that when you pull up a invoice that you notice down here at the bottom, this has amounts that may be placed on owner's account. So this amount here is going to be charged back to the owner in Condo Manager. If you see an invoice that states, oh, let me find one. If you see a statement that says amounts that may not be placed on owner's account, this is something that the association is going to have to pay and will not be reimbursed for. Once a file is submitted to Allied, we are no longer to discuss the account with the owner. They need to speak with Allied. And a good way to see that is on the account, it's going to show these notes. So in Condo, if you see that send to attorney is checked and do not accept payment is checked, and a big note from me that says collection sent to Allied, and on the date, please do not discuss the account with the owner. Even if they want their balance, they need to contact Allied at this point. We are no longer to discuss anything of the sort with their account. Coming back to the Allied website, you can always generate a report if you want to just pull up one of your associations. So we can go here, we can click on the combined report if we want multiple, and we hit PDF. And this is a long report that shows you the history of the account, going back as long as you want. This is also always attached to the financials. At the very back page of every financial, you will see the collection report along with collection notes that are in Condo. In order for an account to be sent to collections, they need to have 3 months past due. And at that point, I go ahead and I send a final letter. Once the final letter has been sent, we give the owner 15 days to make a payment. If payment has not been sent in, I ask the manager for collection approval, and if they give me the go-ahead, I submit the file. I also want to talk about the blanket authorization, which can be found on the Z drive under All and Allied Trustee Documents. This is a page that you can bring to the board meetings, and then they can fill it out for any properties that they want to go. Please, 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 once this is signed, do not send it to Allied, send it to me, to the accounting department, or to Danielle at Collins Management, and I will attach this to the file once I submit it. It needs to come to me and not Allied, though. And that is all for collections.